Let's talk about the process in developing a recall. For many people, a recall is an exercise that you go practice. Traditionally, that's how it was taught in many dog training schools. Go to a place, park, school grounds, get the dog to sit, run backwards, say the dog's name in a high-pitched voice, wave your arms around if you like, and the dog will come back to you and feed. So the process of the dog learning to come back to you as an isolated exercise is certainly a part of it. We don't train it like that, but it's a part of the process, but it's only about 5% of what makes up your recall. So your recall realistically is developed via two things. Firstly is being acutely aware that you are competing with environmental factors. So your dog's desire to come back to you is going to be heavily reliant on your dog weighing up where the value lies. So you're out in a park environment, dog sees ducks, they look at you, where's the dog going to go? So the first part is establishing your value and handler engagement in many varied environments. And we do that by a process of just going and having fun with our dogs, playing with them in a park environment, training them, working with them with food, doing something that the dog really likes to do with the handler. So the dog's not going to the park, clipping the dog off the lead. Your dog's not bolting around just chasing other dogs and ducks and other things. Early development is all about establishing your value in that environment. If you get that right, or when the dog's out in that environment, as it develops, as the time goes on, or when you're in that situation where the dog's weighing up value, well, you've already established yourself. But most people are doing the opposite. They go to those environments, clip the dog off lead, and then they let the dog self-satisfy in that environment itself. So you need to prioritize establishing your own levels of engagement, value, handler engagement and value in that environment first. The freedom can come later. Establish yourself first, then the freedom comes. Your dog will get more freedom and time off lead if you have a reliable recall. So if you can establish all of that first, then the freedom comes. It needs to be that order. Most people are doing it the other way around. The other thing, it's pretty simple. People are getting off the long line way too early. Keep a 5-6 meter long line on your dog. So if the dog refuses to come back, you have a means to coach them back in. It's two things. The dog learning, it cannot access the ducks because it's on a long line, and you increasing your value, handler engagement in those locations. And the mechanics of the recall ultimately comes really, really easy.